Afghanistan. The very name conjures images of rugged mountains and vast sun-scorched deserts. But this land is so much more than its dramatic landscapes. For thousands of years, it has been a vibrant crossroads, a meeting point for empires, traders, and thinkers. Ideas, goods, and armies have all passed through this territory, each leaving an indelible mark. And one of the most fascinating legacies they left behind is something small enough to hold in the palm of your hand: a coin. These tiny metal discs are not just money, they are time capsules, telling us incredible stories about power, belief, and the flow of history itself. The story of coinage here begins with one of the ancient world's greatest superpowers. Long before the modern nation of Afghanistan existed, this region was a vital part of the mighty Achaemenid Persian Empire, which stretched from the edges of Greece to the Indus Valley. Around the 6th century BC, the concept of coinage, a revolutionary idea born in Lydia, modern-day Turkey, began to spread eastward. The Achaemenid kings introduced their own currency, including the famous gold darics and silver sigloi. These early coins were not just for buying and selling, they were powerful symbols of imperial authority. When these standardized pieces of precious metal arrived in the Afghan territories, they marked a profound shift in how trade and power were understood, laying the groundwork for a rich and complex numismatic history. The first coins used in this region were likely brought by Persian administrators and soldiers. They were simple, often featuring a stylized image of the king holding a bow or a spear. These were known as punch-marked coins, where a design was stamped onto a piece of metal of a specific weight. Imagine the impact this would have had. For the first time, value was guaranteed not just by the weight of the silver, but by the authority of the emperor whose image it bore. This was a declaration of control, a message that the great king's reach extended even to these remote and mountainous lands. These objects connected local economies to a vast, international network of commerce. This new technology of money was quickly adopted and adapted by local rulers and tribes. The Achaemenid influence was a catalyst, sparking a tradition of minting that would flourish for centuries to come. The arrival of these first coins in the lands we now call Afghanistan was not just an economic event, it was a cultural one. It opened a new chapter in the region's story, a story that would be told through the diverse and beautiful coins of the Greeks, Kushans, Sasanians, and Islamic caliphates who followed. The stage was set for Afghanistan to become one of the most dynamic and significant centers of coinage in the ancient world. After the Achaemenids, a new and powerful force swept across Asia, the armies of Alexander the Great. When the Greeks arrived in the 4th century BC, they brought with them a completely different style of coinage. Their coins were masterpieces of miniature art. Instead of the stylized figures of the Persians, Greek coins featured breathtakingly realistic portraits of their rulers on one side and detailed depictions of their gods and goddesses on the other. This Hellenistic style had a profound and lasting impact on the region. The coins of the Greco-Bactrian and Indo-Greek kings who ruled after Alexander are considered some of the most beautiful ever minted anywhere in the world. As one empire faded, another rose to take its place. The Kushans, a nomadic people from Central Asia, established a vast empire that straddled the Silk Road, with its heartland in modern Afghanistan. Their coins tell a remarkable story of cultural fusion. Early Kushan rulers like Kujula Kadphises used designs borrowed from the Greeks and Romans they admired. But later kings, such as the Great Kanishka, created something truly unique. Their coins featured a diverse pantheon of deities from Greek, Iranian, and Indian traditions. You can find Helios the sun god, the Buddha, and the Zoroastrian fire god, Athsho, all on the coins of a single Kushan king, a testament to the empire's incredible tolerance and multiculturalism. The story of change continues with the arrival of the Sasanian Empire from Persia, who brought their own distinctive style. Sasanian coins typically show a grand portrait of the king wearing an elaborate crown, with a Zoroastrian fire altar on the reverse. Then, with the spread of Islam in the 7th and 8th centuries AD, coinage underwent another transformation. In keeping with Islamic tradition, which generally discourages figural imagery, the portraits of rulers were replaced by elegant Arabic calligraphy. The coins were now inscribed with verses from the Quran and the names of the caliphs and local governors. This new style declared a new faith and a new political order had arrived. From the Ghaznavids to the Timurids and the Mughals, each new dynasty that ruled over parts of Afghanistan left its own numismatic footprint. Some rulers issued coins of pure gold to proclaim their wealth, while others minted simple copper coins for everyday transactions. The metals, the designs, the languages, and the symbols all shifted with the currents of history. Looking at this long succession of coins is like walking through a gallery of Afghanistan's rulers. Each piece is a personal statement, a declaration of power, faith, and identity, offering us a direct connection to the people who shaped this land's extraordinary past. Sometimes, history doesn't just whisper, it roars. This is exactly what happened with the discovery of Afghanistan's great coin hoards. These were not just a few coins found by chance, but massive collections of treasure, buried for safety in ancient times and miraculously rediscovered in our own. One of the most legendary of these is the Mir Zakah II hoard, unearthed in a village in Paktia province in 1992. It was a discovery of breathtaking scale. This was not merely a pot of gold. It was a well, filled to the brim with over 3 tons of gold, silver and bronze objects, including an estimated 550,000 coins from different eras. The Mir Zakah II hoard was a library of ancient economic history. It contained a vast array of coins, spanning more than 500 years. There were early punch-marked coins from India, coins from the Achaemenid Empire, and a spectacular collection of Greco-Bactrian and Indo-Greek issues. The sheer size and diversity of the hoard suggest it was likely a temple treasury, where offerings had been deposited over many generations. Its discovery was a moment of unparalleled importance for scholars, promising to rewrite our understanding of trade and monetary systems in ancient Central and South Asia. It was a snapshot of centuries of wealth, all gathered in one incredible place. Another crucial discovery was the Kabul hoard, also known as the Chaman Hazuri hoard, found in 1933 near Kabul. While much smaller than Mir Zakah II, its historical significance is immense. This collection contained hundreds of coins, including many early Greek coins from Athens and Aegina, alongside Achaemenid Persian sigloi. Crucially, it provided the first hard evidence that Greek coinage was circulating in the region even before the conquests of Alexander the Great. This discovery pushed back the timeline of Hellenic influence in Afghanistan and demonstrated the deep economic connections that existed between the Aegean and the Hindu Kush long ago. Tragically, the story of these great hoards is also a story of loss. Discovered during times of intense conflict and instability, both treasures were subjected to widespread looting. The Mir Zakah II hoard was systematically plundered, its contents scattered across the global antiquities market. Individual coins and objects were sold off, piece by piece, their collective context forever destroyed. Similarly, parts of the Kabul hoard were dispersed. While some coins from these hoards now reside in museums, many more are in private collections or have simply vanished. We are left with only echoes of their true magnificence, a painful reminder of how easily irreplaceable history can be lost. For numismatists, the collectors and students of coins, ancient Afghanistan is a land of incredible treasures. Certain coins from this region are among the most sought after and valuable in the world. But what makes one coin more prized than another? It's a combination of factors, a special alchemy of history, rarity, and beauty. One of the most important elements is rarity. Some rulers had very short reigns or controlled small territories, meaning they minted very few coins. Finding a coin of a previously unknown Indo-Greek king, for instance, is a discovery of monumental importance, as it adds a new name to the pages of history. The historical story behind a coin adds immensely to its value. A coin that can be tied to a famous event or a legendary ruler carries a special aura. Consider the magnificent Eucratides I commemorative coin, one of the largest gold coins from the ancient world. Weighing an astonishing 169 grams, it was likely struck to celebrate a major victory and is a powerful statement of Greco-Bactrian royal power. Holding such an object feels like holding a piece of the epic itself. The provenance, or the documented history of a coin's ownership, is also key. A coin that was part of a famous old collection or came from a well-documented hoard like the Kabul hoard is far more valuable than one with no known history. Of course, the material and artistic quality of the coin are paramount. The gold coins of the Kushan emperors, with their rich, warm glow and unique blend of artistic styles, are highly coveted. But it is the silver coins of the Greco-Bactrian kings that are often considered the pinnacle of numismatic art. The portraits on these coins are so realistic and full of character that they seem ready to speak. They are not just representations of power, but intimate portraits of real individuals who lived over 2 millennia ago. The skill of the engravers who created these miniature masterpieces has rarely been equaled. Beyond the famous Greek and Kushan issues, collectors also seek out the very earliest forms of money from the region. The simple, archaic punch-marked coins are hugely important as they represent the dawn of coinage in this part of the world. Early Islamic coins are also highly prized, especially those from the first dynasties, which document the transition from Sasanian-style imagery to purely calligraphic designs. Each of these coins is a tangible link to a pivotal moment in Afghanistan's past, and for a collector, owning one is like owning a fragment of a lost world. When we talk about Afghan coins, it is important to distinguish between the money of today and the treasures of the past. The modern currency of Afghanistan is the Afghani. Like the currency of any nation, it serves a vital purpose in the daily lives of millions of people. These modern coins and banknotes feature national symbols, portraits of historical figures, and images of important landmarks. They are functional, representing the identity and sovereignty of the modern Afghan state. They tell a story of the nation in the 20th and 21st centuries, reflecting its struggles, its aspirations, and its moments of pride. But for collectors and historians, their appeal is of a different nature. The primary interest for the international numismatic community lies firmly in the ancient and medieval periods. Why is this? The answer lies in the unique historical window that these older coins provide. Modern coins are mass-produced by the million, their history well documented in official records. Ancient coins, on the other hand, are often the only surviving record of a king, a dynasty, or even an entire kingdom. The Indo-Greeks, for example, left behind almost no written histories. Nearly everything we know about their succession of over 40 kings and queens comes from the coins they minted. Each coin is a primary historical document. Furthermore, ancient coins connect us to a world of vast, interconnected empires. A Kushan coin found in Afghanistan might feature artistic styles borrowed from Rome, religious figures from India, and a script derived from Greece. It speaks of a globalized world that existed 2,000 years ago, tied together by the legendary Silk Road. Modern coins, by their very nature, are more national in their focus. They represent a world of clearly defined borders, whereas ancient coins tell a story of fluid frontiers, cultural exchange, and the grand sweep of imperial history that shaped not just Afghanistan, but the entire Eurasian continent. For collectors, the thrill of the hunt is also a major factor. While you can acquire modern coins from a bank, finding a rare silver tetradrachm of a Greco-Bactrian king is a quest. It involves searching, studying, and sometimes a little bit of luck. Each ancient coin is a unique survivor, having passed through countless hands over thousands of years. It has been buried in the earth, lost, and found again. Its wear, its patina, and its imperfections are all part of its story. This deep, tangible connection to the distant past is something that a modern, machine-made coin, however interesting, simply cannot replicate. The story of Afghanistan's incredible numismatic heritage is, sadly, tragically shadowed by a story of destruction and loss. Decades of war, from the Soviet invasion in 1979 through the subsequent civil war and instability, have taken a devastating toll on the country's archaeological sites and cultural institutions. During these periods of chaos, with government authority weakened and poverty widespread, illegal excavation and looting became rampant. Ancient sites, which are essentially outdoor museums holding priceless information, were systematically plundered by people searching for antiquities to sell on the black market. This looting has been catastrophic for our understanding of Afghan history. When a coin is illegally dug from the ground and sold without any record of where it was found, it is stripped of its context. Archaeologists lose all the vital information that its location could have provided. Was it found in a city, a burial site, or maybe a temple? What other objects were found with it? This data is crucial for understanding trade patterns, religious practices, and daily life. A looted coin becomes just a beautiful object, its historical voice muted, its story only half told. The great Mir Zakah II hoard is the ultimate example of this tragedy, a treasure of global importance scattered to the winds. The National Museum of Afghanistan in Kabul, once home to one of the world's most impressive collections, has also suffered terribly. During the Civil War of the 1990s, the museum was shelled and systematically looted. Thousands of priceless artifacts, including a huge portion of its world-renowned coin collection, were stolen. This included treasures from the Kabul hoard and items from the famous Tilla Tepe excavations. It was a deliberate act of cultural destruction, an attempt to erase the nation's rich, multicultural past. The loss was not just Afghanistan's, it was a loss for all of humanity. Thankfully, there are heroes in this story. In a remarkable act of courage, staff at the museum secretly moved many of the greatest treasures, including the Tilla Tepe gold, to hidden vaults in the presidential palace, where they remained safe through years of turmoil. Since then, international organizations and dedicated individuals have worked tirelessly to track down and repatriate stolen artifacts. Some of the stolen coins have reappeared on the market and been returned. However, countless others are gone forever, their whereabouts unknown, a permanent gap in the historical record. This ongoing struggle really highlights the fragility of cultural heritage in times of conflict. People often ask, what is the single most expensive Afghan coin? It's a natural question, born of our desire to find the ultimate treasure. However, it's a question that is almost impossible to answer, for several compelling reasons. The world of high-end numismatics is often a private one. Many of the most significant transactions happen not in public auctions, but in private sales between dealers and elite collectors. The prices paid for these ultra-rare pieces are seldom disclosed, leaving us to guess at their true market value. The most valuable coins may change hands for astronomical sums, but they do so far from the public eye. The chaotic dispersal of the great hoards, especially Mir Zakah II, further complicates the matter. When this treasure was looted, hundreds of thousands of coins flooded the black market. Many of the rarest and most historically significant pieces were likely sold quickly and quietly, without any official record. Who knows what unique treasures were in that hoard? Perhaps a coin of a never-before-seen ruler, or a perfect condition gold coin of immense size and beauty. Such a piece could very well be the most expensive, but because it was looted and sold illicitly, it has no public provenance, and its sale price will never be known. It exists in a shadow world. Furthermore, the value of a coin is not static. It fluctuates based on market trends, new discoveries, and academic research. A coin that is considered the most valuable today might be surpassed tomorrow by the discovery of an even rarer or more historically important piece. For example, if a hoard was discovered that contained several examples of a coin previously thought to be unique, the value of that original coin would decrease. The world of numismatics is dynamic, and what is considered the pinnacle of collecting can change over time. Value is not just about the object itself, but about the knowledge and context surrounding it. Ultimately, focusing on a single most expensive coin really misses the point. The true value of Afghanistan's numismatic heritage is not concentrated in one mythical object. It is found in the collective story told by all the coins together. The humble copper coin used by a farmer in a Kushan market is, in its own way, as important as the massive gold coin of a Greco-Bactrian king. Each one adds a piece to the puzzle, contributing to our overall understanding of this incredible history. The search for a single superlative is a distraction from the much richer, more complex, and ultimately more rewarding story of the whole. If these ancient coins could talk, what stories would they tell? They are far more than just currency. They are like miniature encyclopedias, packed with information about the societies that created them. First and foremost, they teach us about politics and power. The portraits on the coins show us what the rulers looked like, or at least how they wanted to be seen. The titles they use, written in Greek, Bactrian, or Arabic, tell us about their claims to authority and their imperial ambitions. When one ruler's coin style is suddenly replaced by another's, it signals a conquest, a rebellion, or the fall of a dynasty. Coins are really the headlines of ancient history. They also open a window into the economic life of the past. By analyzing the metals used, gold, silver, bronze, or copper, we can understand the wealth of a particular kingdom. A sudden debasement of the currency, where less precious metal is used, can be a sign of economic trouble, perhaps caused by war or famine. Where the coins are found is also a vital clue. A Kushan coin discovered in a Roman port, or a Roman coin found in Afghanistan, provides concrete evidence of the vast trade networks that crisscross the ancient world. These coins were the lifeblood of the Silk Road, facilitating the exchange of goods and ideas across thousands of miles. Beyond politics and economics, coins reveal what people believed. The gods and religious symbols depicted on them are a guide to the spiritual landscape of the time. The coins of the Kushans, with their incredible diversity of deities, show us a society that was remarkably open to different faiths. The transition from the varied gods on Kushan coins to the fire altars of the Sasanians, and then to the calligraphic inscriptions of Islam, is a powerful illustration of the profound religious shifts that took place in Afghanistan over the centuries. These coins are a testament to the region's role as a melting pot of different cultures and beliefs. Protecting this heritage is of the utmost importance, because every time a coin is lost or its context is destroyed, we lose a piece of this irreplaceable information. These objects are not just for collectors, they are for all of us. They help us reconstruct the lost histories of entire kingdoms and understand the deep roots of the cultural connections that bind our world together. They challenge the modern notion of Afghanistan as an isolated place, proving that it has always been a vibrant and central player on the world stage. Listening to the whispers of these coins is essential for understanding not just Afghanistan's past, but our shared global history. As we have seen, the story of Afghan coinage is a journey through the heart of world history. It is a tale of empires rising and falling, of artistic genius, and of profound cultural exchange. From the first simple punch-marked pieces of the Achaemenids to the exquisite portraits of the Greeks and the multicultural pantheon of the Kushans, each coin is a chapter in this grand narrative. They are physical evidence of a time when Afghanistan was not on the periphery of civilization, but at its very center, a bridge connecting the East and the West, the Mediterranean world with India and China. The survival of each authentic ancient coin is a small miracle. It has weathered the passage of millennia, lying dormant in the earth before being rediscovered. It has survived the chaos of war and the threat of the looter's spade, To hold one is to feel a direct, tangible connection to the past, to the very person who minted it, and the countless others who used it in their daily lives. This is why these objects are so much more than collectible commodities. They are ambassadors from a lost world, carrying messages across time. Their value cannot be measured in money alone. It is measured in the knowledge they hold. The responsibility to protect this legacy does not fall on Afghanistan alone. It is a global duty. Museums, law enforcement agencies, and collectors worldwide must work together to halt the illicit trade in looted antiquities. Scholars must continue to study and publish these finds, sharing the stories they tell with the widest possible audience. By raising awareness of the importance of archaeological context and the damage caused by looting, we can help to preserve what is left of this fragile heritage. Every coin that is repatriated to Afghanistan or documented in a public collection is a victory for our shared human story. In the end, every genuine Afghan coin, whether it is a magnificent gold stater or a humble copper piece, is a chronicle of our collective past. It speaks of a world that was far more interconnected and culturally dynamic than we often imagine. These small, resilient discs of metal are a powerful reminder that the history of Afghanistan is woven into the fabric of world history. Safeguarding them means safeguarding the memory of our shared journey as a species. They are treasures not just for a nation, but for all humanity, and it is our duty to ensure that their stories continue to be told for generations to come.